My full name is Lucia Arlinda Vigil.
And how old are
My maiden number is Romero.
you? Romero? And how old are you?
And now 87, yes. I grew up in San Cristobal, New Mexico. My parents, Gabriel Romero, and my mother was Domitila Vigil.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
We're nine of us. We're all nine together.
What were you like as a young woman?
As a child, I didn't do much. I didn't go to school. I was just in the 10th grade, as far as I went. I used to raise chickens and pigs in the garden. I used to help my mother with the garden. That's all I did.
What year did you get married?
1944.
And who did you marry?
Leopoldo Vigil, my husband. But he had a big farm and a lot of sheep, and I helped with the sheep most of the time. After I got married, I became a sheepherder.
Sheepherder.
A sheepherder all the time, yeah. And then I raised my children. I had to raise my children, my family.
And how many children did you have?
13 children, 6 girls and 7 boys. My oldest boy, he passed away. The oldest of the family, Leo, was Leo. He died a year ago with cancer. He started his thyroid, and it spread it into his liver.
Oh.
So he passed away, and I lost my parents. Most of my parents are dead. I lost them both. My in-laws, they're both dead, and my husband. So that was the hardest time of my life when I lost my family.
Yes.
My son.
And your other children?
They're all leaving. Thank God. Ramon, Tom, farm stays with the farm, and Gary, he's a welder at the state, and Ramon works in a mine. He helps people to drive the big trucks that move earth movers. He helps people to drive those trucks. And Chico, who works for the state in New Mexico. Well, highway department.
Also, all your children were raised in New Mexico and in San Luis?
Yes, in New Mexico and in San Luis.
And they've all been educated?
Yes, quite. Not highly educated, but they're all educated. They all work in offices, yes. And Ned's been in the same office for 15 years. Social service in Denver.
Oh, so they went to they went to college then.
And they went to college. All of them did. And Kay works in Massachusetts. And Rosalie worked in Las Vegas, New Mexico, retired teaching. And Rebecca works with the Indian. What's the name of the pueblo? Laguna Coma.
Oh, then you did, I think, a really great job raising your children.
Yes, they're all doing good. Very, very good.
Can you tell me some significant story or history about your reasons from moving to La Corriera in San Luis from New Mexico?
Mostly because we didn't have, the space was bigger for our herd of sheep. We had 1,000 sheep, and the space in Colorado was bigger. That's why we moved. For the lambing, we needed more space for the lambing the sheep. And the racing during the summer, we used all that mountain with racing in the summer, yes. I don't know for how many years. For many years, we brought the sheep down here.
To La Sierra?
To the mountain, yeah.
Did you have a sheepherder's wagon?
Yes,
Or
we
you
did
did?
have one. We had one. But it broke at the Rio Grande. An accident. It slid down to the canyon. So we lost the covered wagon, yeah.
In the Rio Grande?
In the canyon, yes.
Oh. How did that happen?
Driving up the canyon, it's a steep road. And it unhooked from the truck. And he went back. And he fell in the canyon. Oh, years back. Many, many years ago.
Uh-huh.
It dropped into the canyon, yeah. Stay there. We can pull it out. I used to cook for the shearing, the people that sheared the sheep. I used to be the cook for them. Feed most of them, about 12 men, or sometimes 13 that were shearing sheep.
Well, what about cooking? Did you still
Do some canning when I
Canning?
have to do canning. Yes, I learned that from my mother, and I did a lot.
and do you still do canning or no?
Oh yes, yes I do canning. Not much, not very. The last canning I used to do was when I was go pick cherries and can those
Uh-huh.
cherries for the winter supply. Yes.
Uh-huh. Do you have a cherry tree?
No,
No.
it was probably no orchard, probably people.
What about? Did you ever make chow chow or any of the? Or
Yes, I
plan
make
from
chow
the-
chow and I have the ingredients. Yes, I do chow chow. I know how to make it.
Can you tell me a little bit about what that is? I mean, I know what it is.
It's a vegetable, mostly canned mixed vegetables that you put them together, pickled and spiced.
What about jellies or?
Oh yes, jellies. When I pick enough choke cherries, I make jellies. Yes, or apple butter. I still go pick apples with my daughter and my granddaughters, great granddaughters.
Can you share with me when you began weaving?
About 40 years. Yes.
So, did your mom or family do any weaving, or it was something that you learned later on?
I learned later on from another lady, from my dad's Segura. She knew how to weave, and she taught us, and I learned it from her.
Was that
I used to
in New
work
Mexico or here?
in New Mexico. There was this old church. It was it wasn't used anymore. So she had lots of looms in a big space. There was a loom for each woman.
Last night you were telling me about some of the weavings you did for like a little bit about
Oh, yeah.
the cloth that you used
Uh-huh.
and how you picked the different colors based
Oh
on.
yes. As you stand there, like here, we stand the windows. But that's a good picture. You can see outside. You can see the whole country. You can see everything, the fields and the houses and the clouds and everything. You can see everything. So you pick your colors from that. That's what I did. I chose what was brown or dry trees or in the fall when it's gold, everything's gold. I pick colors from there. Mother Nature gave me gifts for me. I made a big one. It's about an 8 feet, 6 by 8, I think it was what I made. A big log, and I donated to so they waffle it for the clinic. I gave it to them, and it's still Maria has it. They put it down from where it was hanging, and she folded it in her house. It's at her house. There's still that. It was for display for a long time in the clinic. And they gave it so they have a clinic they can vaccinate all the babies or the young children.
Can you tell me the story you told me last night about the man that asked you to teach you how to weave
Oh,
or teach him how to weave?
Dan, I don't remember his name. Dan, what was his name? He had a little girl, April, the name of April. Well, he stood by the wall by just watching what I was doing, and he was so interested in it that he learned it. And says, "Well, stand here in the loom, and you can do it." Yeah, he did. He wove different pieces and sell each piece for $20. So he made a little money. It helped him, poor thing. He didn't have a job, and I felt so sorry for him. And had emphysema. He could hardly breathe, but he could handle the loom very well.
Did you teach other people how to weave?
Other ladies, they didn't. They helped me build that rug that we made for the church in San Acacio.
So what was your experience in weaving that rug for the church?
Just to give the clean, and take it off and wash it.
So was it a group of ladies from San Luis that you all
Yeah,
together?
they were all together. Mary Olivas, Mary Olivas.
Yes.
There's a group of women that were there. And it's the length of the church, from the door to the altar. It was made out of rags, out of old sheet, and then we put the sheet together and form, like balls. Put them together. I think I have one in the room in my bathroom. In that basket that you find, I think I have one there. And we made balls, and then we use it in the shuttles. We wrap them on the shuttle. There's what used for weaving.
So how many weavings do you think you've done in your lifetime?
In my lifetime, I would say probably about 6. I given them away. I give off Luella one that I made a nice little piece. I gave the Stuker with her to Canada when she was teaching, to Alaska. She took her little blanket to Alaska. And I give them away, when I do a little. And then I give one to my grandson, Serafin, that gray one. Mm-hmm. It's a big gray one, woolen one. He liked it.
There are quite a few weavings out and about.
And I give them away.
Yeah, I would think you probably did more than 6, because if all your family has the weaving and friends.
Give one to Rosa, and she has it, spread it on her bench. I was so interested in weaving. At least one of my girls would do some weaving because it's interesting.
Yeah, she told she had
It's kind of done with the raising of the
the
family.
raising of the family, all her children. Now it's time to what now I have time to do something that interests me. That's what she said.
I know you've done a lot of different work for the community. Can you tell me a little bit about things that you've done? Like, for example, your work at the museum and how you used to
Yes.
do bread in the horno.
Yes, and I worked at the sheriff's station. I helped with the sheriff, cleaned out the jail.
And what type of work did you do at the museum?
At the museum, I arranged the books, put the books in order, and I kept it swept, cleaned. I did some weaving there. Yeah, in the museum I did weaving, yes. I didn't just what I helped done. That's the only person I helped. So I figured that he needed the help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What type of bread did you bake in the horno at the museum?
Yeast bread. And I made chicos.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of chicos last year. For the
So-
winter supply.
Mm-hmm. Did you do that just with the people at the museum, or did you ever have like a
Here
demonstration?
in the house. Well, people know about chicos. They know how to do them, but I didn't display them. They learn. They know them in their own. But I did it in my house for my own use.
So how often did you make bread in the
For the
ordinal?
fiestas, Santana fiesta, I make bread. And here in my oven, I make some sometime.
That's
Well, that was
so-
my life, you know. I did all my life. So I know how to do it without thinking, just by touching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she still makes dough. She still.
I can make a cake, I can make cookies, I, I do my baking,
Los
yes.
bizcochitos, las tortillas, las sopapillas, el pan. She makes all the masa. But the baking part, she needs assistance with
I
that.
can see when they're baked, but the kids are always around, so they check on my bread,
Uh-huh.
the color.
But the tientos, you that's kind of the feel, or that you
Yes,
just
the filling. Uh-huh.
so that's just something that's just a part of
Naturally.
naturally.
That is nature that I know how to do it, and I can still do it. Nothing hurts. I mean, I'm healthy enough to do.
So, I know in the valley there's a lot of differences between people in the communities, but there's also common struggles. Do you feel that people in the area share a common culture?
They should know better. To me, they should know because we're all normal people, normal like families. It's about the same family, the same. We're all the same Mexicanos. We're all the same Spanish people, and we should know better. Living more united, you know. The way they water the plants are very nice. The water we have, it's being shared evenly, and it's nice. The water, the land is sustaining us. It's giving us what we need.